Hi, this is Zdenka. If you have an Android, I have Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra and wonder how Insta360 Flow 2 Pro performs with this phone, this video is for you. Let's do some hands-on filming, let's see what it can really do, as this gimbal has now deep Android adaptation. Is this the best gimbal for Android? Let's find out. This video is brought to you by Insta360. Now, this specific phone is very advanced. It's got great stabilization. It also has super steady mode and even a horizon lock. So do you really need a gimbal? There is still a difference. Here is a regular handheld stabilization that you can film in 4K or 8K. Let's repeat the same thing, but with a gimbal. Sure, you could use super steady mode, but the video won't be 4K or 8K. It will be only QHD, which is smaller. Let's just pause for a second and answer one of very frequently asked questions I see always in the comments. What is the advantage of filming in 8K? Why bother? I personally don't film in 8K most of the time. 4K is good enough, as 8K is also heavy on storage. I film in 8K only if I want the flexibility to reframe the shot in a post later on, as there is so much real estate to work with. You can chop off lots of frame without losing any quality. There you have it, moving on. Another advantage of using a gimbal is that the gimbal allows you to get precise movements in filming modes, because those filming modes actually control those movements, such as lock mode. The gimbal will maintain the same frame for you at all times, no matter where you move. This is extremely difficult to do handheld. For me, it's impossible. Insta360 Flow 2 Pro is known for its tracking. And until now, I've been mostly showing it with an iPhone. But is it the same with Android? Let's find out. There are several options when it comes to tracking. If you prefer filming in native camera app, video mode or pro video mode, or third-party apps such as Blackmagic camera app, then this AI tracker is the first option. You can track yourself with front or rear cameras, depending how you install it. Show palm gesture or press trigger once. If you want to track animals, you will press the trigger to enable tracking. Here is a quick shot of Casper, where I extended the selfie stick for low angle shot, enabled tracking, and now I can create this orbit shot. The AI tracker can track up to 10 meters. When you show a peace gesture, you will control the record button. Start and stop recording. The gimbal will track you in the center all around 360. There is no limit. If you want to reframe the tracking, you would use a joystick for that. The AI tracker can track only people or animals, not objects, so there is a limitation there. If you want to track objects, you have to use tracking feature in the Insta360 app, and you will be using that one preferably anyways, as that one is way more advanced. I'm using the Insta360 app now. The Insta360 app has a major update for Android users. It now supports all lens quality, which means that you can film with all three optical lenses. Ultra-wide, one-time main, and telephoto get sharper image quality and smoother zoom transitions. There is always going to be slight jump when you are switching between lenses, but as you can see, the jump is minimal. It's way smoother now. You can choose the zoom speed in the settings. I personally like to use slow speed. Besides zooming in and out, the wheel lets you change the lenses as well. You just quickly turn the wheel all the way to the max until it clicks. You can't turn it anymore. I can say now that this has been improved. I can see a big difference for Android users. And yes, you can track with any of these lenses. Just draw a box around the subject. Tracking in this app is extremely precise as it uses Deep Track 4.0. It can handle fast movement and it has object recovery. Another advanced mode is the Pro Framing Grid. Just tap on any of these squares to select new framing for tracking. This is a much faster way of doing it rather than using a joystick with an AI tracker. Multi-person tracking with Android works as well. If you are filming multiple people, it will keep everyone in the frame, and if you select a main subject to be tracked, it will focus only on the person even if others leave the frame. You can enable tracking with gestures. This is to take a photo or start recording. This is a single person tracking plus shooting, and this is multi-person tracking plus shooting. If you watched my previous Insta360 Flow 2 Pro videos, you most likely saw that the iPhone has the ability to track via NFC. In case you're wondering, Android doesn't have that. To be perfectly honest, I never really found the need to use NFC tracking on an iPhone. When you combine tracking from this AI tracker and the Insta360 app, you've got everything there. Insta360 is known for creating products that are packed with features. Those features are there to give you creative options, so you can just pick the tools you need. In reality, you're not gonna use them all whatsoever. Absolutely not. You will only use what you need, what you feel comfortable with, what works for you and your production. And just to give you an idea, when I'm filming or producing these videos, I roughly use 10% of all features on my Sony camera. This phone, for example, is packed with zillions of features. I'd be surprised if I use more than 10% of it all in my daily life. Enough of tracking, let's do some fun creative filming you can try and experiment with. When it comes to these very small gimbals made for travel, for lightweight minimalistic setup, they usually have limitations when it comes to tilt movement. This one is the only one that has the ability to literally spin the phone around thanks to tilt-free mode. So once you extend the selfie stick, angle it towards you, and then turn it to the left, you enter this tilt-free mode. This allows you to do crane shots and low-angle shots. There is no limit. I'd like to test panorama stitching on this phone, if it works the same way, just like on an iPhone. We are all familiar with 3x3, 180, and 240 degrees panorama, but I'm mostly curious about the 360 panorama. As it comes from Insta360, you can animate this one. It gives you a lot of options. Another creative mode that this gimbal has is barrel mode. Long press the C button and the phone will automatically rotate and record. The last thing I would like to test is Insta360 Mic Air with the S26 Ultra, as sound is equally important as picture. Now you're listening to the sound recorded on S26 Ultra just with a built-in microphone. Well, let's attach an external microphone. Now you're listening to the sound from Insta360 Mic Air, and I have to note that this mic can be used only in Pro mode on S26 Ultra or Insta360 app. And the sound should be way better, it should be very clear. If you're interested in the Flow 2 Pro, now might be the best time to pick one up. For Prime Day, the AI tracker bundle is down to just $129.99, and Insta360 is also throwing in a free spotlight. You can find the link below the video in the video description if you want to grab one before the sale ends. Give it a thumbs up if you found this video informative. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in one of those next. Ciao. Ahoj.